there are some very important things in the news today, and let's get right on down to it. All right, measles. The measles have been, there's an outbreak in the United States. All around the world, measles have not been eliminated, but here in the U.S., it's been very rare. The only problem is we think that it originated in the happiest place on, well, second happiest place on earth, Disneyland, not Disney World. Everybody wants to go to Disney World. But at Disneyland, there was a big outbreak of measles. Now, realistically, this probably happened because of foreigners traveling here. Goddamn foreigners coming into our country. But the real problem is the idiots in America that don't want to vaccinate their children. Now, let me break down something important about vaccinations. There is a risk. It's a really small risk, like getting hit by lightning, that if you get vaccinated, you're going to get sick. But sure, there is a risk to it. But if nobody vaccinates themselves, there's a huge risk that everybody's going to get something, let's call like the measles, right? So if we don't vaccinate, many people will get it. Now, rich people, I hate to say this, but it's mostly rich people, they think, oh, my child doesn't need to get a vaccine because I'm going to send them to a private school. Well, the problem with that is then all of a sudden you bring your kids to Disneyland and somebody from outside of the country that doesn't have the same health standards. I'm not going to say it's better or worse, it's just different. They might bring the measles in, all of a sudden your kid gets it, and then all of a sudden they're spreading wild measles. Now, Arizona's not too far away, and to the best of my knowledge, we're having the Super Bowl there. I know that they're working on trying to keep it under control. They say don't worry, but I'll tell you 9 times out of 10, if somebody tells you not to worry about something, you should at least keep it on your mind. So let's move on to news topic number 2. Mitt Romney is no longer going to be running for the Republican race. He does not want to be president. Well, he wants to be Republican president, but it's probably not going to happen. I'm an independent voter. I have voted Democratic for the past long time. I don't want to. I want a good excuse not to, but this guy was not going to talk me into voting Republican, not in a million bajillion years. So I think that's good news. I can't think of a single person Republican that I'd vote to, but I'm hoping for it, because if I'm an independent and I keep voting Democrat every goddamn time, then I'm not independent. I'm a Democrat. And I feel like it's so much more sophisticated to be an independent these days, right? Sorry. So I'm glad to see that he's out of the race, because we don't need another year of Mitt Romney up there. Suge Knight. I'm really close with Sugar. I call him Sugar, honestly. Sugar Knight last night ran over some people twice. First going backwards and then going forwards. He nailed it. He really did it. Like, there was no man left behind there. So what was going on there is that he was at allegedly a video shoot, right? And there was allegedly a fight broke out. And Sugar Knight, he's a pacifist. And he's like, fight? I'm out of here. I'm not going to get into a fight. And he ran and got into his car and I guess accidentally backed over somebody. But once you accidentally back over somebody, they're going to be upset, so you got to get away forwards. So he drove then the other direction to get out. Left his car abandoned in some parking lot, turned himself into the police. So he's been having some bad luck lately. But let me just tell you, I've had the same accident happen to me before. When I had my scooter, the very first day I had it, it's the second day I had it. First day I drove it, before it was even insured. I went to the gas station, got its first tank of gas. I was pulling out, and I was on Lincoln. Everywhere in LA has bad traffic, but let's just say Lincoln and Venice Boulevard's not a good place during rush hour to try to take a left-hand turn. So I was behind this car, brand new scooter, just filled it up with gas, and I was waiting, and this person in front of me jacks it in reverse and goes, that brick wall sounded like a guitar. That's weird. So, and my scooter just cracks and skids against the ground. I'm okay because I was able to jump off of it. And she says to me that, she's like, oh my God, I wasn't looking. Now, that's the correct answer, because if she was looking, then that's attempted murder. And I know Sugar Knight was not looking. There's no way he would have been doing that if he was looking. So her name was, I'm not lying, her real name, and I saw her license, was Judith Motel Pies. You're welcome to look her up. She never gave me the money she promised me. So she owes me like $400 for my scooter from 2008. If there's any private detectives out there, please help me out here. And finally, this is something really good. Uh-oh. Where did it go? This is an important video that I want you to see. This is a Chicago 7-Eleven here, and it's a fist fight that happened, I believe, over the weekend. There was a couple of drunk people inside of the 7-Eleven, right? And so what happens is these people were drunk, and they were definitely antagonizing the 7-Eleven employees. But as you might have noticed a moment ago, those people walked out the door and left their purse behind. Granted, I wasn't there, so this is my best guess, but you see the guy with the purse, and he runs with the purse out the front door and starts bashing the people. I don't know if it was the woman or the guy, because outside it's dark, making it tough for the camera to see what's happening out there. Then they come in, and the guy has what's probably not a Slim Jim, but it looks like a long piece of beef jerky, but it's way too hard. And they're beating these customers to the point where they're on the floor. Now, I'm not entirely sure how management works at 7-Eleven, but I don't think that no matter what, you should ever attack drunk people at your work. They were bad. They shouldn't have done it in the first place, but it was pretty clear they were leaving, perhaps with their purse behind. I got to remember not to go over here. Probably with their purse behind. You don't want to, like, if they leave, don't go out there and attack them and antagonize them. Keep their purse. Maybe run up fraudulent charges on their credit card. They're going to be blackout drunk. They're not going to remember where they were the day before. You know what I mean. So, that's today's news. And if you're interested in more broadcasts like this, please think about joining my Patreon. There's a lot of different rewards, and I've got a lot of different goals. But thank you for stopping by.